officers that if the numbers are not readable during the snowstorms or whatever, that they don't. Thank you. Yes.
Christy Joland, 244 Ryder Avenue. I don't own a business. On Friday, I went to do some banking at Bank of America. My accounts have been there since my family moved here from the city many gazillion years ago. I would prefer to keep my accounts there. On Friday at about 10 o'clock in the morning, I went to go do some business. 5 minutes I was going to be in there. There was no parking. When I went inside and saw that there were 5 people in the bank, I questioned, whose cars are these? They are the construction workers. They park all behind the bank. They park in the fire department parking lot. They've taken up all the stalls at the dialysis place. They also park in the dirt lot behind Gardening Village. So my question is, I pay almost $4,000 a year in taxes. Where do I park? I'm not paying for parking. Now, I've listened only maybe 10 minutes up here, and I've heard no solutions, no try to seize. It's easy. You have paid parking Monday through Saturday. Your business hours for someone like me are 9 to 5. Colony shop is open 9 to 5. Why can't you stop the paid parking Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, so that someone like me can patronize the store? Someone like me can go to the bank. I don't mind the whole bar thing. That's fine. And all the restaurants, that's fine. But there is a business hour, 9 to 5 on Main Street, that no one seems to be addressing. And the whole thing is as a taxpayer, when do you start listening to me? My other thing is does the Four Corners get a tax break for the next 10 years? I wasn't sure about that.
Parts of it does.
Parts of it does.
And then it escalates for equipment.
So I'm paying for parking behind the bank, they are not. Do you see what I'm saying? So when do I get to park?
You as a resident will not have to pay for parking in the lots. Okay? Parking on Main Street, everybody has to pay for parking on Main Street. And that's, understand that. So you will be able to park free in the lots. Now, when you went to the bank, did you go to the Church Street lot, or what lot did you look at, or just on Main Street? Because the issue on Main Street, and one of the reasons why the meters are on Main Street, was because we had the problem of store owners and employees parking there all day. And it was really, stopping people from parking there like yourself. And now, if you go down Main Street on a regular day, especially in the morning, you'll see spaces on Main Street. You happen to be there at a time where it might have been busy. Now, what's going on behind the bank is
That's a fight that we've been having.
that's a fight that we're having with, but let me just continue. The construction people parking, we have addressed that issue throughout the village. And behind the Bargain Village, the Tri-Tech has leased that property out. So the construction people do park there. But we want them to park there. We've had this situation in the Oak Street lot, which we signed to make sure that nobody was parking there before 8 a.m. because the workers come there before 8 a.m. So it moved them out of the Oak Street lot. We've had that problem on South Ocean Avenue where the doctor's offices are, you know that strip of doctor's offices behind 89 North? We had the same problem. So they moved from Oak Street to 89 North parking lot, so we signed that lot. Now they don't park there. Now they're like, ants looking for a place to go, and we're pushing them out. Our next goal is to get them out of the Church Street lot. So we're pushing them to that lot over on behind Barnville. And in the hospital, that's not our lot, and I don't believe that they're allowing anybody to park in there. I don't know if the construction guys, unless Tri-Tech has, yeah.
There was not one.
I don't know about, that's not a village lot, so that's.
It was all construction, because I watched them walking.
All right, anyway.
But on Friday, when I went to park behind the bank, all the lots on Main Street were empty. No one was utilizing a paid parking space. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with parking at night, even on the weekends. I know all these people complain, but I seem to find a parking space in the lot
Because
to
you know
go
where
to the
to go.
restaurant. Absolutely. But, like I said, during Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, there's people who are shopping. The other thing is like, Brick House Brewery, I don't know how they have a lunch crowd. I don't know how, and especially Brick House, I don't know how they have a lunch crowd, because there is no parking,
Well, I
none.
think people have learned that if you need to go to a place like that, you have to park behind Church Street. or whatever.
There was no parking behind the old Knights of Columbus, there was no parking back there, and part of that is because the library employees were told to park there.
Well,
Because now the library employees are not allowed to park behind the library. So, when I tell you there was no parking on Friday, there was no parking on Friday. And like I said, if you find something, someplace for the construction workers, at least to go, or block off 10 parking spaces. Like I said, your business is 9 to 5 during Monday through Friday. There is a way of,
if you do that, Christy, if you open up that Main Street parking from 9 to 5 to free, those spaces will be filled all day. You will never get a parking space. Lori, do you remember
True.
those days?
Yes,
Right? They will be filled with
that's why we're
people.
fighting you not, asking you not to meet at the parking lot. Let them pay to park on Main Street, but please don't meet at the parking
So
lot.
that was the issue. I mean, parking meters came to the forefront when people were saying, you can't find parking space on Main Street because people would be parking there all day. Business owners, now you tell me, I don't know, it seems to me that shouldn't be. But it
I know
was,
that whole story.
you know.
But like I said,
We are working on that with the construction guys.
and it's very rare that I go to the bank, but on the day that I do go for 5 minutes, that I have to go inside instead of using an ATM, there should be some sort of parking there, even if it's 5 spaces that patrons can utilize.
Like we have,
Yeah, we may have to put some 15-minute or 30-minute spots there.
That's fine. The other thing is I just need to say something. I don't mind giving every dime I have of tax dollars to code enforcement, because I think that they do an amazing job. They really try to keep this village clean. I've never had a qualm with code enforcement. I will give you an idea. We're a very small village that a lot of people are starting to move into. Why don't we try looking at how we can utilize code enforcement and kind of making it like a gated community, where we use our boundaries as like a gated and they become our own safety. Like I know they're ours, but utilizing them more than you know what I'm saying? Like try to utilize them even more. I would love to say that I live in a gated or somewhat gated community than like the projects of Patchogue. Do you understand what I'm saying? This village is a beautiful village. I love it. I love living down south, even though it takes me 20 minutes to get to Sunrise Highway. I still love it. But like I said, for 5 minutes, I'm sure that you can find the solution instead of, I just feel like a lot of, okay, I'm giving you an idea.
Well,
Whether
we're
it's
not going to
5
come up
parking
with solutions
spaces.
right here tonight. We're taking in all the information.
But like I said, at least I stood up here and gave you some sort of idea. Hopefully you'll take it. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
take a look back at the
Dennis? Oh, I'm sorry.
Dan?
Evening, Dan Welsh, I'm one of the partners in the